This is your 5-1 to 5-3 review. I managed, when I came home for, this lovely quarantine, I managed to grab your quiz, but not the review. So I had to handwrite your review. So bear with me here. Number 1 was your divisibility rule. So you had to check, was the last digit even or a 0? Were the sum of them divisible by 3? To go all through all of those rules. The only ones that was divisible by was 2, 3, and 6. Number two was a prime factorization, so you could have factored it in any way you wanted. What your answer needed to look like was 2 to the 4th times 5 squared times 7. Number 3 was your greatest common divisor. Remember, greatest common divisor, you still have to do your factor trees, and you have to have your prime factorization, but you use the smallest exponent. So the smallest is a 2, a 3, and a 5 squared. 2 times 3 times 5 squared gives you 150. Number 4 was that word problem. Also a greatest common divisor. So 18 and 42. Prime factorization, smallest. So the 2 was the smallest, the 3 was the smallest, and the 7 they did not have in common. So 2 times 3 is 6. Number 5 was a least common multiple. Again, prime factorization, 2 cubed times 5 times 7, and then 2 to the 5th times 3 times 5. This one, for least common multiple, you use the largest exponent. So 2 to the 5th, 3, 5, and 7. You use the largest of everything you've got, which gives you 3,360. Number 6, you should have had a less than. 7, hang on, I'm looking at the review on my computer and trying to keep up with what we're doing here. Oh, and I can't scroll like that. 7 was order of operations. You should have gotten a -1. 8 was 19. 9, I needed to take that off the review. I used to have a problem like this on your quiz, and I'm taking that off since then. You were supposed to cube -4 and subtract that from -40. So -40 minus a -4 cubed ends up giving you a 24. Number 10, you had to reduce. You started with 48 over 57. That reduced to 16/19. Divisible by 3. Both were divisible by 3. Number 11, mixed to an improper. Remember, you take the whole number times the denominator, add the top. So that would have been 9 times 3 plus 2 to give you that 29. Number 12 was converting an improper to a mixed. You had to figure out how many times 11 went into 247. It goes in 22 times with a remainder of 5. Number 13, your decimal was 0.6875. Number 14 was 0. Did I say a negative for back here? If I said a negative for number 13, I'm sorry, I did not mean to. 14 was just 0.875. 15, you had to take that 830, you're taking a terminating and turning it into a fraction. However many decimal places you have is how many zeros you have. So 838 goes over 1,000. Simplify, 419 over 500. 16, you had a repeating. However many digits you have repeating is however many nines it's over. So 80 repeating is over 99. That does not reduce. You're done. 17. Guys, on these, I'm just going to let you type everything in the calculator since I'm not there to, babysit you. So to get mixed numbers in the calculators, those graphing calculators, you get alpha y equals 2 instead of alpha y equals 1. But either way, you get 20. 18 was 3 over 34. 19 was -15 over 26. 20 was 6/11. 21 was 113 over 374. 22 was 5/4. 23, 1 and 3/25. 24 was 1/9, and then 25 was super easy. Of 300 residents, 108 replied that they plan a garden. What fraction of those plan a garden? So you put 108 over 300, and then, you reduce. Super easy. But like I said, the ones where originally I would have made you, do everything without a calculator. Since I'm not there with you, I'm going to let you use a calculator. So this should be like the easiest quiz you take all year, boys and girls. If you have any questions, let me know.